Holland Lake State Forest Campground is located in Luce County, about 25 miles northwest of Newberry. As you approach the campground, you have a sign along the road that will actually indicate the direction to go for Holland Lake, or you go the other direction to Pretty Lake State Forest Campground. This campground only has 15 campsites, and when I was here, there was nobody in any of the sites. There are outhouses located in just one spot of the campground on either side of the drive coming in. Seeing as though it's such a small campground, I'm going to take some time to show several more of the sites than what I normally would. And this site is site number 3. Here we pan over to number 4. There are pretty basic dumpsters at the campground located in 2 different locations. And the campground itself is normally heavily used in the summertime for ORV trail riding and offers a good opportunity for snowmobilers. This is because the campground is situated right on the Pine Ridge Trail that connects to the Two Heart Trail, making this a pretty popular location for outdoor recreationists. The lake itself is fairly small, and we'll get to that in just a few minutes. And you can see there's a long pathway here. You can actually walk, canoes, or kayaks down to the lake. I'm going to pan over the lake here. And once I got flying the drone around, I did realize there are actually steps that go down to the water if you wanted to go down. But I'm just going to follow this little path here that was made for a boat launch area that is no longer in use. It's only accessible by foot and for carrying canoes and kayaks. The lake itself, like I said, is fairly small, buried in the forest, and we're going to fly the drone around and give you a better look from the air. So this is Holland Lake. The campground itself is directly north. It's towards the top of the screen. I'm standing in the shadows, and we'll pan around to show you just how remote this campground actually is. Surrounded by pretty much nothing but forest and the dirt roads and 2 tracks coming up to the campground. There's a small area off in the distance there where there was a forest fire years ago, and we're going to pan across a larger burnout area right here. And then I swing back to the lake, and I'm going to actually drop down and fly a little closer to the water. Campground itself does cost $20 a night per site, and it was my experience when I visited this area that the Pretty Lake State Forest Campground was the more popular of the 2.